About an hour and a half ago, I saved a clip of me pushing my bike up this mountain, and well, I'm still pushing my bike up this mountain. Well, I've made it to Canmore. I should have taken some video of me putting my bike together. It was a bit of an adventure. The hotel, the rooms weren't available when I got here. So in the courtyard, I put the bike together. Took me a good hour and a bit. Good old pumping up the tires with the mini pump. Not fun, but that's what I did. I'm going to show you my room here. It's the Rundle Mountain Lodge, I believe it's called. In Canmore. It's cabin style, so I just can walk out the door with my bike in the morning. Don't have to deal with stairs or elevators. So here we go, here's the room. It's a bit of a throwback, but everything's nice and clean and tidy. Everything's in good working order, so really happy with that. There's the bike in the corner there, the beast, all put together, ready to go on its adventure. I need to put a squirt of more air in both tires, but that'll come soon enough. And I guess the next step for me is to head into town and get some bear spray and a fuel canister and just have a look around and get a meal. And if I'm feeling up to it, maybe later on today I'll take a ride out to Banff with the bike and just test things out a little bit. Anyways, I will catch up with you later. The scenery is absolutely stunning looking around this town. The town kind of reminds me of Squamish a little bit, the way it sits up against the mountains, but it's nowhere near an ocean. So right now I'm riding on the Legacy Trail coming out of Canmore, just doing a kind of a shakeout ride, trying to test out the gear. It's Wednesday. The ride for the Tour Divide doesn't start until Friday, so this is just me getting out and testing the gear out, trying the camera out, wondering how well the windscreen works because how windy it is right now. I'm going into a pretty hard headwind right now, but bike feels good. Everything feels well balanced. Still got to figure out something with I think I gotta get another small bag so I can separate my food from my clothes. I don't want to be putting my food with my clothes and then getting in a tent at night. I think that just is a recipe for inviting bears to come and join me for the night. Right now I'm just gonna shake out the bike a bit. It's getting in the evening here. There's in a valley, so there's not much sunshine, so it's not the most spectacular scenery considering what I saw during the day. Maybe we'll get the drone up tomorrow.
earlier start than I expected. 8 o'clock was the official start, but because there's so many riders, they started us in waves, so started at 7:55. So been riding for about half an hour now, going uphill. GoPro has decided that it was going to take a vacation, so that's why I'm using my phone right now. So anyways, it's been a great day so far. Met some great people already, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the day, and I will check in later. It's nice to have a community of people that share similar goals and ambitions, but everyone with their own unique reason for challenging themselves. About 3/4 of the way up a 9-kilometer climb according to my Garmin. Absolutely beautiful scenery. I am stopped at a waterfall here at the High Rocky Mountain single track, is what it said on the map. Incredible views, super tough ride today. They said it was hard, there was no lie, but it's gotta get better, right? Anyways, amazing time, great people, and loving the scenery. It's amazing. Oh, good morning. It's day 2 of the Tour Divide. And if I'm going to be honest with everybody, yesterday was probably the toughest day I've ever had on a bicycle. The toughest day I've ever had on a bicycle. The toughest day I've ever had on a bicycle. No 24-hour race. No endurance race compared to what I experienced yesterday. Now, on top of that, met some great people. Chatted from people from all over the world. It's great hearing everybody else's perspective on why they're doing this, what their personal goals are. Some people just, it's the adventure. Some people it's, a bit of a meditative exercise or a vision quest, if you want to call it that. But anyways, it's really quite inspiring to see some people out here who normally wouldn't be out here. Yesterday I had a fun experience because we're in bear country. I was there's a spot called Elk Pass, and I was just about to go up there, but doing bear safety, I was by myself, so kind of making lots of noise, singing to myself, things like that. And came around a corner, and about 70 yards up the trail, there was a bear standing in the middle of the road, sniffing the air. But thankfully, it didn't seem to really want anything to do with me. However,
it did freak me out, got the adrenaline going, because it started walking towards me. And so I started making lots of racket and, you know, doing the whole stay bear, don't get away bear, that type of thing. And then it got within about 30 feet of me, and I got the bear spray out ready to go. And it kind of just sniffed the air again, looked up the trail, and then just wandered off into the bush. So it got my adrenaline up so much it kind of wrecked me for the rest of the day. I was kind of wound up for a moment, and if you've ever experienced kind of an adrenaline rush, there's also a bit of a crash afterwards. And it was probably the worst time because I had a really tough climb to go up this pass, and it made it a little extra difficult. So anyways, that was day one. I said hardest day on the bike. I'll fill you in on more stuff, but right now got a beautiful day ahead of us right now. It is supposed to rain later on today, but I will try to stay dry. See this yellow sign here that has 131 on it? Not a fan of those signs. Those are mileage markers, and they're just evidence of how slow I'm going this morning. Now, they do help with give you a sense of where you are, but they're also a reminder of how hard this is. Oh, this is a 8.9 kilometer long climb. Right now I'm on the easy section, and my computer says 8%. It gets steeper in places. I'll be walking for sure. Right now I'll try to stay on the bike as long as I can. Try to maintain forward momentum. So it's a little cooler today, but right at the moment with how hard this is, I don't mind it being a little cooler. It's supposed to get rain later today, so try to get as many kilometers in as I can. I gotta find a town, get some food. I have no idea how steep this is, but I can't pedal it with a loaded bike. It's too heavy. And there's, if you look over my shoulder, you can probably see rocks and boulders. They're making this incredibly difficult morning. It's around 11:30, and I've run out of food. Running through all my my food for the day already. So hopefully this will be over soon, and I can stop at a convenience store and get some food. About an hour and a half ago, I saved a clip of me pushing my bike up this mountain, and well, I'm still pushing my bike up this mountain. Well, I think I'm near the summit, but it's getting colder, so I'm gonna put my jacket on anyways. If you look in the distance, you can see there's snow up in those mountains. You might be able to see some snowflakes coming down now. It's still cold, but we're getting over this thing. It's been a beast. I think it's taken me 3.5 hours to go 8 kilometers. It's really quite a hard effort. So time to be mindful of if I ever do this again. Okay, back to riding. When I finally got off the mountain, there was 80 kilometers still to go. The rain, the headwind, the snow made progress really slow. And I didn't realize it from the race profile that there was another mountain pass that I had to go over. I thought I'd be in Fernie by 7 o'clock that night. On the way up, a guy in a gray jersey passed me. A little while later, not realizing it, I passed him when I came across a bridge with a moose standing on the bridge. The moose eventually moved off the bridge and I was able to go through. Later on, he was able to get going again. Gray jersey guy passed me just prior to the summit. I made the summit around midnight and I passed him quickly after that. The mud was starting to freeze, and in a corner I crashed and slid down the road. Gray jersey guy checked on me as he passed me again. A few minutes later, I passed him after he had a similar crash. We introduced ourselves and I met Chris Smith, aka Blind Guy Biking. We decided for safety that we will descend the mountain together. He tells me on the way down that he has no central vision, only peripheral vision. It's something called Stargats. Wow, this guy is riding the longest, hardest mountain bike race on the planet. 17 hours of rain and snow later, we arrived in Fernie to find out that the first hotel we arrived at only had 3 rooms left. After searching around a couple other hotels, we found out that those were the only 3 rooms left in Fernie. So we ended up splitting the cost that night, and that was our arrival in Fernie. In the days to come, we'll introduce you to Chris Smith and we'll learn more about blind guide biking, as well as the rest of the Tour Divide. Thanks for watching.